Mostafa Madbouly is the current Prime Minister of Egypt. He was appointed by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi to succeed Sharif Ismail following his government's resignation in the wake of Sisi's re-election. Madbouly also served in Sharif Ismail's cabinet as a Minister of Housing and Urban Utilities, and had also briefly served as interim Prime Minister. Madbouly graduated from Cairo University, receiving a master's degree and PhD from the Faculty of Engineering in 1988 and 1997, respectively. From September 2009 until November 2011, Madbouly was the chairman of the General Authority for Urban Planning at the Ministry of Housing, Utilities and Urban Development. He also was the executive director of the Training and Urban Studies Institute at the Housing and Construction Research Center at the Ministry of Housing. From November 2012 until February 2014, he was the regional director for Arab countries at the United Nations Human Settlements Programme. In March 2014, he was appointed Minister of Housing under Prime Minister Ibrahim Mehlab, a post he continued to hold following the appointment of Sharif Ismail as Prime Minister in September 2015. During his tenure as Housing Minister, the Million Housing Units project came to fruition, and was one of the major national projects that came into force after President Sisi took office. Though the project was former Housing Minister Mohammad Fathi al-Baradei's idea. For political and social reasons, the project, which was suggested by Baradei in 2011, stopped during the Muslim Brotherhood era, and came into force again when Madbouly took office. In November 2017, Madbouly was appointed interim Prime Minister following Sharif Ismail's departure to Germany for medical treatment. On the 7th of June 2018, President Sisi appointed Madbouly as Prime Minister, succeeding Sharif Ismail, who had resigned in the wake of Sisi's re-election in the controversial presidential election. On the 9th of June, Prime Minister Madbouly reshuffled Egypt's cabinet, replacing 8 ministers. It was also reported the same day that the Egyptian parliament had agreed to his new list of cabinet ministers. On the 10th of June, it was revealed that 8 women would serve in his cabinet, breaking the previous administration's record number of 6. On the 13th of June, it was reported that Madbouly had selected 13 to 16 deputy ministers and that Madbouly and his government would be sworn in by Sisi on the 14th of June. Madbouly and his cabinet was sworn in by Sisi on the 14th of June. He will also maintain his position as housing minister. It was reported that government would issue its policy statement on the 23rd of June. But parliamentary spokesman Salah Hassaballah stated these reports to be incorrect. On the 23rd of June, Hassaballah stated that while no date was now scheduled to present the policy statement before Parliament, he expected the Madbouly government to present it in the next week, but that the government was unable to prepare it in time for the planned date. On the 30th of June, it was announced that Madbouly would present its policy statement on the 3rd of July, in order to comply with the constitutional 20-day deadline upon cabinet formation. On the 3rd of July 2018, Madbouly officially issued his policy statement to the Egyptian parliament. In the statement, he declared that 85% of his economic reform program had been accomplished. The statement was then sent to a parliament committee chaired by a House Deputy Speaker, which will afterwards be followed by a vote of confidence. Article 146 of the Constitution stipulates that a newly appointed Prime Minister must deliver a policy statement before Parliament, after which MPs should vote on the policy, in a process that ends within 30 days. On the 11th of July 2018, First Deputy Speaker of Egypt's Parliament Al-Sayed Al-Sharif, who headed the parliamentary committee tasked with reviewing the Madbouly's policy statement, announced that his committee had completed its review of the statement and recommended a vote of confidence in favor for the 15th of July. On the 25th of July 2018, 10 days after the intended date, the Egyptian parliament approved both Madbouly's cabinet and his policy statement in a vote of confidence.